All right, so Mike Wang said recent hotfix went in to fix the easy special delivery team takes and slight nerf to contact dunks. Let me know if further changes are needed. This says also they're looking into post hook exploits, which everybody knows post hook exploits have been overpowered for the last 2 or 3 years. So, and post hook exploits, fading threes, and OP blinders badge, which fading threes I've encountered probably maybe a handful of times. The blinders badge maybe a handful of times. So I know a lot of people do complain about that. And then he also said any other badges basically need adjusting. So he's asking everybody's feedback. So I played 2K21 on next gen, and I really didn't see a difference. I'm sure they nerfed the contact paint dunk slightly a little bit, and they nerfed whatever else they was talking about nerfing in the hotfix. But here's the thing, man. 2K needs to understand it's not necessarily all the badges that need to be worked on. Yes, blinders does need be nerfed. Fading threes need to be nerfed. Now, I've always been a big fan of if you know your shot. I've always been a big fan of this, and a lot of you guys may disagree with me. A lot of you may agree with me. But if you know your shot, meaning that you basically know when to release your shot. And it's like, there's people out here who know when to release their shot. You should not be penalized for making 15 green lights in a row. You shouldn't be penalized if you know your shot, because all that's doing is making you adjust your shot to where you don't know your shot if you're getting penalized when you make when you string those many greens together. So like I said, if you know how to fade, if you're good at the fading, then hey, you know when to release the fade and all that stuff, hey, you shouldn't be penalized. But for somebody who's just exploiting, okay, well, fading's overpowered. If somebody who's just sitting around exploiting it, using a different combination of shooting badges, which means you can use hot zone hunter, you can use circus threes, you can use deep threes, you can use in difficult shots. If you're using all of that and you're fading and stuff like that, hey, and you know your release and you green all of them, I don't have a problem with that. But if you don't know your release and you're using those badges and those badges are helping you green, I have an issue with that. Leave a comment in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think about that. Do y'all disagree or agree with what I just said? Now, as far as the post hook, here's the thing with 2K. Okay, we know there's exploits at every position. There's exploits for badges. That's something that the 2K testers and devs should already have been hip to. They should have already tested the game out. They should have already made sure that you can't abuse this badge. You can't abuse that badge. You got to have skills, because people equip the badges, and the badges supplement is a supplement for skill, because 2K21 next gen, you can have an you can have an IQ of 12. And having an IQ of 12, all you gotta do is zigzag, get to the paint dunk, or zigzag, get to your spot, shoot. It doesn't take a lot of skill on this game. So what 2K really needs to focus on, the badge nerf, yes, but they really need to focus on making the attributes count. Because once again, a person with a 99 driving dunk with Posterizer Hall of Fame, Slithery Finisher Hall of Fame, Giant Slayer, Acrobat, Fearless Finisher, a person, they should not, I'm not saying they should be unstoppable, but it should be hard for somebody to shut them completely down, because not only do you have the best badges for that attribute category, but you have the Slithery Hall of Fame, you have the Posterizer Hall of Fame. It can't get any better. So, for example, my player has a 98 standing dunk. So I got Rise Up on Hall of Fame, Slithery, all of that. So there's no reason why I can't get a board and hurry up and go back up, you know what I mean, and jam the ball. Now, what I will say, 2K needs to put back in the game. I don't know what made them take this badge out, but you can really see you can really see the effect that it's having. They need to put back into the game the lightning reflexes badge, because the lightning reflexes gives your player the ability to react to things quickly, or a lot quicker than what other players will. Without that lightning reflex badge being in the game, it seems like everybody's on the same level playing field, when actually technically if they're trying to make this game realistic in the NBA, everybody's not on the same playing level field. LeBron has an advantage over Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook has an advantage over LeBron. See what I'm saying? Steph Curry has an advantage over Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid has an advantage over Steph Curry. So you can't kind of they're trying to put everybody on the same level playing field, and that's what makes this game so dull and so bland. Because like I said, anybody can shoot, anybody can dunk, anybody can get a rebound. There's just no reason why a 6'3" should be consistently a 6'3" point guard. He should not be consistently posterizing a 7'3" big man. You know, now I'm not saying that he shouldn't get posters and stuff, but you gotta kind of, they got kind of balance a lot of things out. And as far as any other badges, what other badges do y'all think need to be nerfed? Leave that in the comment section below. What badges y'all think need to be nerfed? Because me personally, when I created my build, I made my build a straight defensive build. And the reason I made them a defensive build, because I knew everybody was going to want to dribble, everybody's going to want to shoot, just because everybody can shoot from any position. So I eliminated myself from the offense of having the ball in my hands and needing the ball. That way, I'm basically a two-way finisher, a slasher, slash to the cup, catch alleys, get rebounds. If I want to go back up, throw the ball out, and I can still speed boost with a 6'8" two-way slasher at the shooting guard position. So I'm not really a handicap. Most people be like, you're a handicap because you can't shoot. But if you're surrounded by a team full of shooters and you're basically playing the big man, it works out in his favor. But 2K really needs to look deep into like the mechanics. Now I understand that they're working on 2K22, because believe it or not, it's already February. It was March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So they have about 7 months roughly, 6-7 months roughly, until 2K22 comes out. So I understand they're trying to implement a lot of new things into the game. And I also saw on Mike Wang's Twitter to where he was actually contemplating putting contact dunk blocks into the equation, which I thought this year we was going to get contact dunk blocks. What I mean by contact dunk blocks means that once a person comes to poster you, you're already locked into animation. There's nothing you can do. Any of that. There's nothing you can do to get out of animation. The only way that you don't get posterized is if the game feels that person should not make that dunk or make that poster, and then they will make them brick it. But other than that, you should still, even being locked into the contact dunk animation, you should still have the ability to actually press triangle to block the ball, press square to try to rip the ball out of a person's hands while you're still in the contact dunk animation. They don't allow us to do that. They have not allowed us to do that for quite some time, ever since the game went strictly to animation based. And what I mean by animation based means that everything that's done in the video game is based off of animation. But these last three to 4 years, 2K has went to strictly like animation based, meaning that when you're running on the sidelines, like a blow by animation, even though you don't want to latch onto the defender, the game will make you latch onto the defender, and the defender can either blow by you or get you caught in like a contact dunk animation. Or for example, when somebody's throwing you the ball, you could when somebody's passing you the ball, I know everybody experienced this on a fast break, and you see the defense closing in before the ball even gets there, and you're looking to the corner, you're trying to throw it to the corner. You can angle your stick and press X in the direction of the corner before you even touch the ball, and then when you touch the ball, your player's automatically going to throw it over there. Like, they need to nerf that. They need to make it to where you have a lot more control of your player instead of the game having a lot more control of your player, because it seems like right now it controls your player more so than you control your player on your joystick, your PC, or your Nintendo Switch, or however you play NBA 2K21. Now, this is why a lot of people talk how they talk as far as with current gen versus next gen, because they're like, current gen is a lot funner. You can on current gen you can do this. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot that. Yes, that's very true. And next gen it's kind of stale, and it almost feels like your players are too stiff. Like, they need to fix those issues. They need to worry about like I said, the in-paint mechanics. They need to worry about the player movement, like even the gameplay speed. Nobody wants to play on 60 gameplay speed. I don't know what they don't understand. Nobody wants to play on 60 gameplay speed. Nobody wants to play on 70 gameplay speed. I mean, turn it up to where we can kind of move around and have fun. You know what I'm saying? To where it's fast paced, because the NBA is kind of fast paced. Yeah, they slow it down for possessions, for screen, pick and roll and stuff of that nature. But for the most part, the game's fast paced. And they have us on this game moving like, we almost move like snails, man. But let me know what y'all think about the hot fix if you have NBA 2K21 next gen. Haven't been covering NBA 2K21 current gen, but let me know if there's a hot fix on there, and what is, so if you have both consoles, let me know what they can do to improve next gen based off of the stuff that's happening on current gen console. If that makes sense. Also, like always, man, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on, man, because you know we're gonna continue dropping more content for you as we get more content to drop. And I'm out.